is the co-founder of the Center for Humane Technology, who is featured in the new Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma, Tristan Harris. Hey. How you doing? Great to see you. Okay. So, first of all, what a great documentary. Not all documentary. There's some reenactments in there, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I wanted to ask you first about the election. You know, everyone who voted thinks they made a free and fair choice. Certainly free, my free will. But what you're getting at is that because of the manipulation that goes on from social media, where most people get their news now, it really wasn't a free choice in every sense of the word, was it?
No. Well, I mean, so the thing I think people need to get is that we are 10 years into this mind warp where we have been fed a individualized reality. Roger McNamee, who had on here a few years ago, talks about is the Truman shows. We've got 3 billion Truman shows. And everyone thinks that because, you know, imagine a husband and wife couple. They follow the same friends on Facebook. They've got the same friends, so if they open up Facebook, they should see the same feed. But that's not actually how it works. They'll actually see completely different realities based on what the algorithms will say, this is the thing that's likely to keep you here. And what that did is took the shared reality we have, put it through a paper shredder, and gave each of us a micro reality in which we're more and more certain that we're right and the other side is wrong, and it's totally confused us. I mean, we are so confused. We're 10 years into this process now.
Which nobody voted on. No. It just happened. And we, of course, are always seduced by convenience. No one wants to give up the phone. I mean, you know, I can't imagine doing that.
Correct.
But one thing I love that you portray, as I was alluding to a minute ago in the movie, is you personify what an algorithm is, really. I mean, an algorithm is just inside the computer. But you have 3 actors there.
From Mad Men, in fact, the actor from Mad Men.
Right. And they're watching this guy. On screens, and we see them making decisions about how they can manipulate him. Oh, we're going to send him an alert. Oh, we're going to say he got a like on that. Oh, we're going to tell him that there's a woman he's interested in within 100 feet.
Or his ex-girlfriend that he hasn't used in a while, so maybe we'll use the ex-girlfriend. That'll get him back.
And this is what's, I mean, without people actually doing that, that is what's going on, right?
Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, even if you try to delete, it is evil. I mean, that's the whole point, is because of this competition for attention, the companies started getting really aggressive about what could they dangle in front of your nervous system to get you to come back. If you ever try to delete your Facebook account, it'll actually show you 5 friends' faces and says, are you sure you want to delete your account? These 5 photos, these 5 friends, they're going to miss you. So it's like a digital drug lord. When you leave, they try to figure out something to dangle in front of you to convince you to come back. And it's really just, you know, it's destroyed our mental health of our teenagers. It's polarized our societies. It's addicted each of us. And it has really warped, I think, the psyche that now we are in the middle of with this election. Because I think, much like a psychotic patient has a mind that is fractured against itself, our national psyche is now fractured against itself. If you look at even the examples of Count the Vote people and the Stop the Count, there's a great stat recently that Republicans estimate that 1/3 of Democrats are LGBTQ, even though only 6% are. And Democrats estimate that 38% of Republicans make more than $250,000 a year, even though it's only 2% of Republicans make that much money. So we really have been confused by these individual realities that have warped all of our perceptions.
And it's especially dangerous now because a great deal of the country is going to believe that this election is stolen. That Joe Biden is not a legitimate president. And then what happens? Because then it's not like Facebook is going to shut that side down, or are they? Are they going to, I mean, the companies have now taken moves that we never saw up until a few months ago.
That's right, and it's due to a lot of the public pressure that they haven't acted enough. So there's this weird situation we're in, where if you let the Frankenstein run without any controls, and so anything goes viral if it gets the most clicks and likes, that just rewards the most conspiracy theories. YouTube, for example, recommended Alex Jones' InfoWars conspiracy theories 15 billion times, which is more than the combined traffic of New York Times, Washington Post, Guardian, Fox News combined. And when you just realize the scale of all of that, conspiracy theories are especially dangerous because they're like a trust bomb. They warp your perception of everything that comes after it. In fact, the best predictor of whether you'll believe in a new conspiracy theory is whether I already got you to believe in one. And once you believe, for example, the election is rigged or it's stolen, then you perceive everything through that lens, and it warps all of your perceptions.